Alright, what is up, y'all? I wanted to take the opportunity to talk a little bit more about a cryptocurrency. I recently participated in their token sale because their token sale is going to be ending soon. It should be ending in 6 days at the time of recording. It should be the ICO will be ending in 5 days by the time I put this out. So I kind of just want to run through some of the pros and cons with this project and kind of just share my thoughts with it. So guys, before I delve into this, I'd like to ask if you could please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Hit the bell icon to be notified of new uploads. So guys, okay, so this is a new cryptocurrency, has not been released yet. This coin is in its ICO phase. It's GSX by Fintech. They want to be weirdos and call it a CDE, a coin distribution event. Whatever. We'll let that one slide. But just to run through a few of the interesting things I find about this is essentially, guys, the gist of this coin is Apollo Fintech runs these mines, and what they're saying is half of the profits produced from these mines will go to actually backing the cryptocurrency itself, which is a fairly interesting idea. You know, with in my opinion, gold is likely to increase in value greatly throughout this next year because of all the quantitative easing, all the printing of money, of fiat that the Americans and many other countries have been doing. I think it's just a matter of time before assets like gold and Bitcoin start to take off, and this being a cryptocurrency backed by gold, you know, I think this has a good chance of performing well long term. They also have a 61% sign-up bonus currently. It seems like every day they're decreasing the sign-up bonus by 1%. And by the time you guys are watching this, it'll be 5 days left. So that's, you know, it's probably going to be a 60% sign-up bonus or something. I don't know. They may change it. But that's another thing to consider, guys. Something interesting as well, and this was kind of the thing that made me pull the trigger on participated in their CDE, was the fact that they're actually working on a Binance listing. They've applied for one. So it's not like theoretical or speculative with other ICOs such as Bidao. I have speculated that Bidao is perhaps going to be listed on Binance someday. But right here, we don't have to speculate. We can see they've been displaying that they've applied to be listed on Binance. So that's really interesting, really compelling in my opinion. As we can see here, here's their timeline. They're saying 3 months after the sale, the coin will be backed enough to have an asset valuation of 0.23 cents. They're currently selling for 10 cents a coin, guys. So, you know, that's a 2x right there. And in 3 years, they're saying the coin will be backed up with enough value to have an asset valuation of $1 per coin. So they're saying in 3 years, that would basically be a 10x of assets backing the coin. So just because there's this amount or this amount backing the coin itself doesn't mean that the coin will be that price. The price could be the actual value of the coin being traded on exchanges could be less than the value backing it, or it could be more than the value backing it. I personally suspect that it would likely be more, given the fact that I expect gold to increase in value throughout this next year for a bull run to indeed come. So, you know, but you know, I'm sure there's going to be ups and downs, and that's not a guarantee. That's just something interesting I'm considering. They're also going to have a token burn after the CDE coin distribution event. They want to be special, I guess. It's an ICO, guys, but they're calling it a CDE. Anyways, guys, they're offering 10 billion coins. 50% of those that aren't sold are going to be burned. So, hey, you know, I think personally speaking, for those of you who've been around the channel, you know that I participated in the Bidao ICO, and there's kind of been some iffiness with whether or not Bidao is going to do their token burn or when. Personally speaking, I find Apollo Fintech to be more reputable, given that they're a much larger organization. I'm going to leave a link to their website in the description below. You can even check out their team. They have like a whole team, like a very large team behind them. Apollo Fintech. So this is GSX coin, gold-backed security. It's GSX, but it's made by Apollo Fintech, and Apollo Fintech has its own cryptocurrency. So it's like an established thing. Another thing to consider here as well is GSX will be paying out dividends yearly. So that's something interesting to consider. So those are a few interesting things I see here. They're working on a Binance listing. They're offering a sign-up bonus here, probably be 60% by the time you guys see it. You know, dividends, token burn. some interesting stuff going on here, guys. And so, you know, those are some of the pros, some of the interesting things I see about it. But just to touch upon some of the cons, and in fact, I wanted to really distill what I think is the biggest risk with something like this, which is the following. So, guys, I'm a cryptocurrency investor slash trader. Okay, I have absolutely no experience with the industry of mining gold. So because of that, I have no idea how well managed Apollo Fintech is running these gold mine operations. Are they very well managed? Are they not? I don't know. Maybe they are very well managed, but I don't have a way of knowing that because I'm not experienced in the gold mine management business. So in investing in this, I'm putting some degree of faith and some degree of risk into the belief that Apollo Fintech can run these mining operations competently and won't default or won't close down operations. But that's actually a really good segue. I wasn't planning on this, but this is a great segue because another interesting thing about this cryptocurrency is that apparently the gold like going to actually back the asset itself in case of solvency with Apollo Fintech or their gold mine operations. The value of the land and the gold backing the cryptocurrency will go back to the coin holders themselves. So that's what they claim in their white paper. I'm also going to leave a link to their white paper in the description down below. You can read that for yourself. But so that's just something to consider. That's what they claim. Who knows? If something like that were to happen, like where these mining operations shuts down, whatever. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I'm just saying because I don't know, I have to consider that as a theoretical possibility. They're claiming that the value of the land and the value of the gold and commodities having gone to back the coin itself will go back to the coin holders. So that's another thing to consider. So in case of solvency, they claim that whatever value that's left from the gold and the land will go back to coin holders. So that's just another point to consider. And guys, I'm going to leave a link to their website, a link to their white paper down in the description. I'm also going to leave a link in the description to a 5% sign up bonus, where if you go to the description and you see the 5% sign up bonus, if you click on it and sign up and you choose to participate in this coin distribution event, excuse me, you'll get a 5% sign up bonus. Oh my god, excuse me guys, I got something in my throat all of a sudden, and I excuse me, and I get a commission based off that. So I want to encourage everyone here to do their own research. Okay, but if you do like this and you do decide you want to participate in this idea, I'm going to leave a link down in the description where it says 5%. If you sign up for this using that link, you will get a 5% sign up bonus, and I will get a commission based off that. And guys, I really do want to encourage you guys to do your own research. Understand the risk with this. Understand what your own risk tolerances are. Initial coin offerings, CDEs, can be risky. Trading cryptocurrency is risky in and of itself. Investing in a brand new coin, even more so. So I want to do my best to kind of explain as what I see as some of the pros and some of the cons are with this, because I want to encourage you guys to do your own research as well. And also I think it's important, guys. Like, I hate to be super preachy, but the last thing I want to see is people lose money or over leverage themselves all too often. So my point being, I want to encourage you guys to also please practice a proper portfolio diversification. Like, I've heard stories of guys people who throw like thousands of dollars all out this one brand new cryptocurrency, and then it went to shit. Like, for example, I actually participated in a rug pull scam. Some of you may know it as Esprit or Brie, a CBDAO, I believe. Guys, it was a rug pull scam, okay? So, my point in bringing that up is not to say that this is a rug pull scam. I'd be super... It's, in my opinion, is next to impossible that this would be that. That's not my point. GSX is made by Apollo Fintech. Apollo Fintech is giant. They're very well established. They have a massive team, massive operations. There's a lot of infrastructure behind Apollo Fintech. This is nothing like a super sketchy brand new ICO where the team's anonymous. This couldn't be farther from that. But my point is, guys, thankfully, in that case, I practice proper risk management, and I only put a small percent of my portfolio into that rug pull scam. Now, if I hadn't, if I'd put, like, let's say I have $1,000 to invest, if I would have put all that $1,000 into that one coin, thinking, oh, you know, it has a good chance of doing well, I would have lost it all. So thankfully, I only put a small amount in, and I managed to sell at a peak, and I didn't end up losing that much. But my point is, guys, it's always a good idea to practice proper portfolio management. So I hope I wasn't too preachy here, guys. I don't mean to insult anyone's intelligence. I'm sure a lot of people here, you know what they're doing. But even for those who know what they're doing, have been around a long time, it doesn't hurt to, you know, get back to the basics and really appreciate those things, because there's a reason why people try to preach about that. You know, I would hate for people to have a negative experience when investing. But at the end of the day, guys, you know, do your own research. You know, there's always risk when it comes to investing. But hey, you know, I thought this was interesting enough, giving all the risks and pros here, that I decided to throw a little bit of money at this. Really, the thing for me was this Binance listing. I was like, geez, if they actually get listed on Binance, whew, I think this could do well. Now, I think I've ranted long enough here about GSX. But before I wrap up this video, I think I want to take the opportunity to just quickly do a bit of technical analysis on Bidao, just real quick, because really, guys, just the thing I wanted to get out there is that Bidao is currently in a descending triangle. And in my opinion, we're likely to move within this for at least a few days, perhaps a week, before we see a breakout. Bottom line, guys, I just want to put out there that everyone in the space should expect sideways consolidation, at least for a few days. I think that is the most likely scenario for Bidao at the moment. Now, again, guys, anything could change, but I just want to get the point across that I think the most likely scenario for Bidao here in the near future is that we're likely to consolidate sideways and move rightward within this descending triangle for I would think the next few days at least. You know, maybe if we get a good piece of news like a coin listing, or you know, an exchange listing, a token burn, launch of the mainnet. I don't think it's going to happen too soon, but I would expect Bidao to launch their mainnet at least in the next few months here. So, you know, if we get an exchange listing or token burn or any kind of update like that, and maybe a new partnership somewhere near the apex, hopefully that would help propel Bidao in the upward direction. But another interesting thing to consider with these small DeFi altcoins is that I believe altcoin cycles are much more relevant than technical analysis when it comes to like low cap DeFi altcoins such as Bidao. Guys, I really think we're just here to we're just like little fishies riding a wave. This stuff is all manipulated by whales and coin cycles. We're just along here for the ride, guys. I personally, I'm not telling you guys what to do, but you know, I'm holding Bidao for the long term. I think eventually Bidao is likely to do well once we have a new altcoin bull run. So, you know, that's kind of what I'm waiting around for. I just kind of want to share my thoughts that this is what I expect to happen, at least for the next few days here. We will be nearing an apex, which is critical, because if we break down, we're probably going to break down substantially. If we break up, we're probably going to break up substantially. Now, one thing that is in favor, before I wrap this video, because I promise you guys I'm getting near the end. Before I wrap up, though, one thing that's pointing in favor to towards the upward momentum of Bidao's price action is the fact that we are in this, you know, descending triangle, but we entered this descending triangle from the downside. So for those of you a little bit familiar with technical analysis, whenever we enter either descending or ascending triangle, if we enter from the downside going up, we're slightly more likely to break up near the apex. Now, if we were to have entered this descending or ascending triangle from the upward direction downward, so if the price would have been going like this, and then we enter like a triangle, we'd be slightly more likely to break down near the apex. So given the fact that we entered this descending triangle from the downward direction to the upward, I believe this is slightly favored to break upward. Now, again, with all that being said, guys, I still think it holds true that market cycles are far more relevant when considering what's going to happen with a cryptocurrency such as Bidao. And it's also kind of nice to see a little bit of increasing volume here. Okay, guys, I've rambled on long enough. If you're sticking along this far, I appreciate the hell out of you, and please like, subscribe, and take care.